Andre Onana is out of Manchester United. Andre Onana is done and he is going to Trabzonspor in Turkey. Of course, if you guys do not know, the Turkish Super League is still open in terms of their transfer window. And so Andre Onana has found a new club to join from Manchester United. Now, this situation, the details is what we are going to be talking about today. And it is good to actually be able to get it. I've been quiet all weekend for me to be able to just go in and find a little bit more details about this Andre Onana deal, because I don't want to be the rest of them. I don't want to be the rest of the pack where we go on and just talk about Andre Onana leaving and the whole situation. But I wanted to bring you a little bit more detail to what this conversation is. And Andre Onana, like I said, has agreed to go to Trabzonspor in Turkey, and the details and the deals are being exchanged as we speak for Andre Onana to go on a straight loan. And when I say a straight loan, what do I mean by that? A straight loan is basically there's no loan fee, there's no buy option, there's nothing but someone just going to that team and playing for the team that he's going on loan for. However, this is not just that. The reason, or one of the reasons why Andre Onana signed this deal or agreed to go to Trabzonspor was because of the money involved. Andre Onana came in, it was reported this summer that he came in after the summer transfer window, or after the break that they had. He came in and requested a raise. I know, it is crazy enough to even think he requested a raise from Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. And it was reported that that was the reason why Ruben Amorim had lost his patience with Andre Onana. And they went on to drop Andre Onana for Altay Bayinde. However, he has gotten that raise. He has gotten the raise that he wanted, because literally going to raise his wages. He's not only going to be getting the wage that he was getting from Manchester United, he's also going to be having a signing fee and also going to be having bonuses upon good performances. That is crazy work. That is crazy for somebody that does not, I don't even want to count anyone's pocket, but for someone that has made so much mistakes under Manchester United's roof, for someone that has done a lot of bad things in his last 2 years as Manchester United, manager, Manchester United's goalkeeper. The truth about it is that going to Trabzonspor in Turkey, I know they needed a goalkeeper. And having Andre Onana being somebody that has been a Champions League finalist and has a lot of experience under his belt, because he was the most experienced goalkeeper that we had in Manchester United. And now the most experienced is then going to be Tom Heaton. But what I'm trying to say in this situation is that Andre Onana, he gets his raise and he gets to also play football, which also leads him to the ability to be able to be the number one for Cameroon going in the African Cups of Nations in January. So he gets everything he wants in this situation. The only thing he didn't get is playing for Manchester United this summer. And the good thing about this situation is that this opens the door for Manchester United to get rid of Andre Onana better in the summertime, because if he does well at Trabzonspor, he can basically remain there. But then it will be a situation where Trabzonspor will be stuck paying the exact amount or even more for Andre Onana to sign a 5-year deal or whatever amount of year deal that he's going to sign if he decides to stay in Turkey. But the good thing about this situation is that now Manchester United go back to having 3 goalkeepers. It goes back to right now, and as we speak, I believe Altay Bayinde is still the number 1. And then we are going to be having San Lement as the number 2 and Tom Heaton as the number 3. Now, this is always subject to change, because San Lement was brought in not to be the number 2, but to challenge for the number 1. And I'm saying that he's the number 2 right now because the entire team have not come back to Carrington and the challenge hasn't started. But the truth about it is that this has opened the door for San Lement to be the number 1 convincingly. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, because Andre Onana is out of Manchester United. Peace.